I had my fair share of offshore boat racing last weekend, but it is always a fun event to see those boats just fly by. I mean, I tell you, it's impressive.
I had an opportunity to actually broadcast nationally of that boat race a couple of years in a row. Yeah, so it is fun, and I have been in there on the Geico. In fact, they took me for a ride out there on Sarasota Bay a couple of years ago, and so it's a lot of fun, as you said, to see them and be in them, too.
I can only imagine.
Yeah. We are looking at some viewer photos here sent in. This is Raymond from North Sarasota. The sky was just trying to clear a little bit there as the sun was setting, and it's a fiery sky. We had some showers around earlier. Those have since moved on. And a chilly night. We're going to see low temperatures to start the day off tomorrow, down into the low to mid 50s for the most part, some upper 40s well inland. Sunshine, breezy, and a kind of a cool Friday for Waterfest, but it's not going to be raining. That's good. And it should not be stormy at all across the state as a result of high pressure moving in. A nice weekend ahead. Now, you heard the racing is going to be on Saturday and Sunday. By 11 o'clock, things should be starting to warm up there, and it looks as though the seas will be calming down. We've had advisories all day today out in the waters, but those have since expired, and I'm not anticipating any advisories over the weekend as the winds will be abating somewhat. Now, this cold air is still just to the north of us. You can see it coming down by these street clouds, they're called. They're lined up like streets right there in the Gulf of Mexico. That's that colder air, and there's a secondary front, really, and as I said, it'll push through around 4 a.m., and we'll cool down. We'll see temperatures down into the low to mid 50s for the most part. And with a little bit of a wind, it's going to make it feel pretty cold out there, but not nearly as cold as they're getting right now in New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, all the way up into Maine now. This snowstorm is not over. We saw the report earlier, all the problems in New York. That's changed over to rain, very windy conditions here in this nor'easter, but it's all snow here in upstate New York, also into Massachusetts, as well as Vermont, New Hampshire, spreading off to Maine. And there are still a lot of winter storm warnings in effect all across the Northeast as a result of that first nor'easter. Now, there's another one behind it, and we'll show you that in a little bit. But for us, that front is well to the south of us now. Secondary front expected to move through, as I said, early in the morning. No rain to speak of right now. It'll stay dry on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. In fact, all the way through Thanksgiving, we're not expecting any rainfall around town. Winds have been out of the northwest. They're going to change more to the north, and then we'll see that out of the northeast by later on in the afternoon, but still a more northerly component all day long. So high temperatures tomorrow expected only into the upper 60s for the most part. And then we'll see another cold start to Saturday. Low temperatures will be into the upper 40s across most of the area. Current temperatures right now across the state, 30s already in Tallahassee and Pensacola, 47 in Jacksonville. That's what I mean by that secondary front, which is now right around Gainesville. Forecast tomorrow calling for temperatures to be rather chilly to start things off, and then we'll only warm into the mid to upper 60s. Lots of sunshine around, though. We'll see that steady north wind, and that will cause some cooler temperatures to stick around. Now, that snowstorm again, another one coming through. Here it comes. More snow expected across parts of Pennsylvania, New York, all the way up into the northern New England states, and another one on the heels of that come next week and next Tuesday. So it's not quite over yet. Current conditions, we have some clouds around, the temperature at 64, and winds are out of the north-northwest. The high today, 77 degrees, and 88 was the record, 93. You see some of these cold temperatures. Montreal at 18, 20 in Ottawa, Toronto at 32, and out west temperatures are very chilly as well. Nothing extreme at this point, but still below average. For boaters tomorrow, winds will be calming down somewhat. We'll see north winds at 15 knots, not nearly as high as they have been, but by the weekend, those seas will be back down to about 2 feet. Now, here's the extended forecast. As we see it, we'll see a chance for showers, but only on Wednesday, and that's at 20%. Elsewhere, a lot of sunshine, cool temperatures. The weekend looking spectacular. Highs in the mid 70s to upper 70s and staying that way throughout much of next week. Jacqueline?
All right, Bob, thank you.